Okay, some of these things actually hopefully will come as good opportunities from a productivity perspective. As we've seen, work wellness can positively impact productivity, but what can you offer to help influence this? Encourage creativity with collaboration spaces, and kind of design an area of an office with seating and tables where people can gather and throw around ideas. I said this actually at the start, I've been involved in a build out of a new office for our company, and as part of it we actually had kind of set up coffee areas where we actually had very good coffee machines, and you could get your Americanos and your lattes and all that. But we also set up seating so that people could have informal meetings there, or if someone from another department was there, you could then actually have a chat. Unfortunately, the company was going through tough times, and people started getting nervous that if they were seen there too often, they might be seen as, well, that person hasn't enough to do. So again, with all of these things, if you actually start seeing the leaders using these, leadership teams actually using this, or the managers using this, all of a sudden then it becomes acceptable to be doing it. And that's the part, again, where having example or leadership from the top makes all the difference in these types of a scenario. Flexible working hours. Everyone has different demands outside of work, from family to health requirements. So if possible, try to encourage, it will encourage loyalty and satisfaction. The one with, flexible hours, again, anyone has spent time in a major city, right? Depending on what time you start to work at, there's that kind of rush hour traffic where it could double your amount of time to go along and get from the home to the office. So the ability to kind of start early and leave early, or start late and leave late, there's an awful lot to be said for it. The other one actually is, especially where someone is, if you're working here in Dublin, but you're living 200 miles away and you want to go home for a weekend, being able to kind of work that extra hour on Monday through Thursday so you can actually leave, at 2 o'clock on a Friday, it just means that you're getting home at a more respectable time. Those are all huge. They mean an awful lot to people. As long as the employees realize that it's the company doing you a favor to do that. Because like your contracts will typically, or your employment contracts will normally say, you have to follow office hours, which are 9 to 5 or whatever. Actually, you normally take 2 or 3 hours off for lunch actually in Brazil, don't you? Working lunches. Yeah. I'm only joking. Maybe I'm thinking of Spain. Actually, maybe to Spain I was thinking of actually. It's different out there. They do a siesta out there, so it is different. But one of the things as well, actually, in that scenario there is that sometimes employees don't know whether they can ask for flexible working or not. And this is where sometimes the manager actually has to step in and actually go along and say, these things are allowed, these things are acceptable. And we go along and actually do it. But in some cases, like, where you have a team that have to be available between 9 and 5, you can't have everyone arriving in late. You need to be able to work it out among the team so that you are getting that balance right. So in actual fact, what you could be doing is you're now extending the support window from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. because of people being there. But you have got to make sure that there's at least a representative amount of the people in the office between the hours of 9 and 5 that can cover it. Just one thing to be wary of. Remote working, actually, whether you do it once a week or what, this is, being able to get out of the bed in the morning, put on the shorts or whatever actually is relaxing, have your breakfast, and then step in somewhere to go along and be in the office and work from there until lunchtime, and then from to the evening. You're saving yourself all the hassle of the commute in and out of work. If you're not on video conference calls, you can actually be a little bit more relaxed in the morning actually about what you put on. Brilliant opportunity, but remote working won't work for everyone. There are some people actually that just have to be in the office, or some roles actually where you have to have people in the office. So just like, it's great if you can actually do it, or if it's available actually in the area you're in, but it won't work for everyone, unfortunately. And I mean, the other thing actually that comes up here is like subsidised development courses. These will help improve employee skills and their sense of personal achievement. it's a simple win-win situation. Like, if you go along and actually help people to develop, there's an awful lot more to be said for it. Healthy and motivated people will go that extra mile, give good customer satisfaction, typically, take fewer sick days, typically, and provide commitment and creativity. So the thing is that if employees feel that you're investing in them, there will be some sort of a reward for it, for sure.